Hackney Diamonds. What does that mean? What does that mean to you, Keith? Anything? What is Hackney Diamonds?
It got called Hackney Diamonds because I think we were flinging ideas around for titles, and we went from hit and run, smash and grab, and somehow between that,
I like those.
We came up with Hackney Diamonds, which is like a variation of them both, and also it's a London band, you know, and we thought that was.
But does Hackney Diamonds, isn't it like a type of slang?
Yeah. It's like it's like when you get your windscreen broken on Saturday night in Hackney, all round, and all the bits go on the street.
Yeah, a shattered windscreen.
That's called Hackney.
Oh, smash and grab.
That's Hackney Diamonds.
That's Hackney Diamonds right there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We did it pretty quick, actually. There was lots of ideas floating about, and we gathered them all together just before Christmas last year, and made a go of it, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we cut them all
But I mean,
very
it's been
quickly.
18 years since you made it.
We've been very lazy.
There was a blitz on it.
That's not very quick at all.
We have done something when we've been on the road most of the time. But we were a bit too kind of like lazy, and then suddenly we said, well, we go. Let's put a deadline, and let's make a record and put a deadline. So Keith and I and Ronnie had this chat, and we said, okay, we'll make this record Christmas, and we're going to finish it by Valentine's Day.
So we made 2 albums.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So we went into the studio, like Ronnie said, in December, and we cut 23 tracks, and very quickly, and finished them off in January, and mixed them in February. Yeah. Something like that.
You started in
about right.
That's about right.
That's about right.
Yeah.
Did you go with Keith in Jamaica? I heard rumors of that, where you started?
In Jamaica, we wrote Angry, actually, and Mick had the thing ready to go, but it's where we kind of put the track together, and along with many others, but it was the first one to stick out.
It must feel different not having Charlie Watts in the studio with you, playing.
It's all, you know, ever since Charlie's gone, it's different, of course, you know, I mean, he's number 4, he's missing, he's up there.
Yeah, I did see a lot of number 4s around here.
Of course he's missed incredibly. Yeah. But thanks to Charlie Watts also, we have Steve Jordan, who was Charlie's recommendation for if anything should happen to him, Steve Jordan's your man.
He picked Steve Jordan.
Yeah, just out of way back. But, and also, you know, he's been a friend of ours. I've worked with Steve. So it was a kind of natural progression. You know, it would have been a lot harder without Charlie's blessing on that, you know. But at the same time, it's a hard team, you know.
There's 12 tracks on the album, and 10, well, I think actually it's not true because it's not on one. But most of them with Steve, but 2 are tracks we recorded in 2019 with Charlie. And so we used 2 of the tracks that we recorded with Charlie before.
Yeah, Live by the Sword and Mess It Up.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 tracks.
Yeah.
And also I heard a rumor of Bill.
And yes, Bill, and we asked Bill to come into the studio.
Always creeping.
Did he get it?
Live by the Sword.
And Bill came in and did 1 track, so we had the original Rolling Stones Rhythm Sections is on 1 track. Well, Keith and I thought the theme of the album should be...
You're getting angry as I'm saying
every
this.
track should be angry theme.
You're singing you're getting angry. I don't want to see you getting...
Disgust.
Yeah, and anger and disgust.
That's the concept.
Yeah, so every song is angry. Yeah.
Every song is angry.
Is every track name angry?
Not every track named angry could be... I think that's stupid.
It's stupid, yeah,
but
also no one's done it yet, so why not do it?
No, it's an original idea, but then we sort of...
Nobody can be angry that long.
You got to meet my in-laws, yeah.
So then we had a second idea, which was not to make it about angry every track, but to make them a bit more eclectic and have a few love songs and ballads and country kind of things. So we got a mixture.
Can you remember the press conference for the first?
Yeah, I remember the press conference. So Keith and I were in a pub in Denmark Street, and we had the album, and there were 2 journalists, one from the Enemy and one from the Melody Maker. We bought them a pint of beer. We said, here's our album.
That's it.
Have a listen. And then we went out. That was it.
Yeah, that's the press conference, yeah. A little different than what's happening.
Well, there's no photos, nothing.
Nothing, no.
It's sold well.
Yeah, how were the reviews?
Oh, the reviews were mixed, but it sold well.
Do you just jump up and play with bands that you love?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I keep my chops together between gigs. And you've got to keep your fingers moving when you get to our age.
Yeah.
Keep everything moving.
This is interesting, man.
Do you want to elaborate on that?
He's getting all
As you
these
get older,
people
you'll realise what I mean.
No going down. Keep everything moving.
Shake it out. Shake it out.
Do you guys still love being in the studio together? Was it fun?
Yeah, it is fun. It is where a band can come together and playing live is the other holy grail, you know. But to record is where the guys can get together and pass around ideas without any interference, and you know, and when it works, it's great. And you know, there's some unholy grails too, believe me.
Yeah, yeah. And we were saying that
it's a great place for a band, you know, to work it all out.
In my bedroom late last night.
Very early, John. Early, John.
Got into bed and turned out the lights. I tried to call my baby on the telephone. All I got was a big guy on the hook. It's on the hook. I got the hook. Keith and Mick, you've been together longer than me and my wife. What's the secret to a happy marriage?
Why don't they tell us?
Not speaking too often.
Yeah.
How to say shut up politely.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Don't want to be big-headed, but we wouldn't have put this album out if we hadn't really liked it.
Right, yeah.
I mean, we didn't want to make just any record and put it out. So we wanted to make a record. Before we went in, we all said, we've got to make a record that we really love ourselves. I mean, other people may like it, other people may not. But we must say that we are quite pleased with it. I'm not saying we're big-headed about it, but we're pleased with it. So
I'll drink to that.
And we hope you all like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Rolling Stones.
Thank you.
Mick.
Thank you.
Thank you. Come on.